Okay, have you ever felt like school prepared you for a game that you're not even playing? That's what we're diving into today. We're looking at Build, Don't Talk by Raj Shamani. And let me tell you, this isn't your typical self help guide. It's more like a raw, unfiltered blueprint for actually getting stuff done in the real world. The whole idea here is pretty simple, but it's really powerful. See, school teaches you how to run the race, right? But this book, this is about giving you the tools to actually win it. And you know how it starts? With a confession that is just so brutally honest, you have to pay attention. And there it is. Right at the beginning, Shamani just lays it all out. He hired a ghostwriter. Now, you might think that's a weakness, but it's actually the entire book's philosophy in action. He focused on the result, getting his ideas out to you, not on trying to be something he's not. It's the ultimate example of building, not just talking about building. So, what's the big problem this whole philosophy is trying to solve? Well, it all kicks off with this massive, gaping hole in our education. I mean, just look at this slide. It lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? School drills us on history and math, but seriously, when was the last time life demanded you recall the details of some ancient war? Instead, it demands salesmanship, negotiation, and knowing how to manage your money. We're taught to memorize, but not how to build real relationships or take care of our own mental well-being. And this exact disconnect, that's where Raj Shamani's story really begins. For Shamani, this wasn't some theory he just dreamed up. Nope, this was a philosophy that was forged in the fire of a real-life crisis, one that forced him to learn all these skills and learn them the hard way.
And his starting line was, well, it was rough. He wasn't the star student. He was the kid that pretty much everyone wrote off. They called him lazy, useless, directionless. The expectations for him were basically at rock bottom.
And then, boom, crisis hit. When he was just 16, his father fell seriously ill, and the family was thrown into a major financial disaster. So what did he do? He didn't talk. He built. He borrowed 10,000 rupees, went on YouTube, and taught himself how to make liquid soap. Then he created this absolutely brilliant sales network of local homemakers that he called entrepreneurs. He didn't have a business degree or some grand plan. He just had a problem and the will to act. So after he got his family's business stable, he made a pivot. He shifted from manufacturing to media. And his success in this totally new world, it was fueled by a really simple but powerful lesson he learned along the way. Can you believe it? The guy who's now a famous public speaker was once totally terrified of it. A teacher literally told him he was too useless to host a school event. So you know what he did? For a 5-minute college presentation, he practiced in front of his phone camera for 30 hours. 30 hours for a 5-minute talk? That's insane. And that relentless, obsessive preparation? That was his breakthrough. And this led to a huge light bulb moment for him. He was at a networking event where he couldn't get a single person to talk to him. Why? Because everyone was just trying to sell something. Then he meets a guy who isn't looking to make a deal. He's just hungry. So instead of pitching an idea, Raj did something different. He gave value. He took the guy out for pani puri. And that simple act of giving first turned a total stranger into a key connection. The lesson was crystal clear. Stop asking, start giving. So this whole philosophy of action and giving value, it led to a set of rules for success that, well, you are definitely not going to find these in any business textbook.
All right, so are you ready for some seriously counterintuitive advice? Because this is where things get really, really interesting. Okay, just take a look at these rules. Stop innovating, start copying. Stop asking for advice. Don't focus on your goals. It honestly sounds like career suicide, doesn't it? But there's a wild logic to it. Start copying isn't about plagiarism. It's about breaking things down to understand them. He became a great speaker by literally copying the exact pauses and rhythms of Martin Luther King Jr. Stop asking for advice is all about trusting your own gut and just taking action instead of getting paralyzed by a million different opinions. Every single rule is designed to get you out of your head and into the world, building something real. Following these unconventional rules might seem super risky, but does it actually work? Well, the results kind of speak for themselves. This build, don't talk mindset didn't just pull him out of a crisis. It became the foundation for a full-blown empire. Today, his net worth is sitting at around $14 million. That's the real power of just doing the thing. He's built this massive media presence. We're talking nearly 15 million YouTube subscribers and one of the biggest podcasts in India. And remember that kid who was once too scared to speak in front of people? Yeah, he's now a 4-time TEDx speaker, sharing his message on a global stage.
How's that for a turnaround? So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? Why does any of this story actually matter to you? At its very heart, Bill Don't Talk is a mindset. It's about choosing action over endless perfect planning. It's prioritizing results you can actually see and touch over just talking a good game. It's the belief that the absolute best way to learn anything is by doing it, probably failing at it, and then doing it again, only better. But in the end, this isn't just Raj Shamani's story. It's really about turning the camera back on you. So forget the perfect plan. Stop waiting around for the right moment that never seems to come. The only question that really matters is the one right there on the screen. What will you build?